Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a weekly reading focusing on the energy surrounding us during the week of April 9th through the 15th, 2018. As you can see, I've already shuffled off camera and have laid this spread just to try to save a little bit of time. For the reading, I have used the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron-Reid. It's a 3-card reading plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the week. And there's an additional oracle card from the Soul's Journey lesson card deck by James von Praagh. Okay, so what did I want to tell you? Oh, all of the April monthly readings are up. I apologize once again for those coming out later than normal, but just been a very hectic start to the month, but I have caught up now, so all of the mid-monthlies will be out by the 15th. So be looking out for those, and the mid-monthlies do focus specifically on love and romance and career and finance, okay? Obviously, all of the readings that I do here on YouTube are general, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way for you to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Or you could also take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing information as well as the types of videos, the video readings that I offer. All right, so let's get started. Let me go ahead and lower the camera just a little bit so you can see the cards. Okay, so in the past position, the energy as we leave the previous week, coming into this new week of April 9th through the 15th, we have the 9 of Earth, 9 of Pentacles. Sitting in the present position, the Star, Major Arcana number 17. And the outbound energy for the week, as we actually end, right, as Mercury retrograde ends on the 15th, we have the Page of Fire. And the overall energy for the week, Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit. Okay, and the Oracle card is Surrender. I can release my need to control. So I'll give you the full meaning for this surrender card. But let's go, starting off with, let's take a look at the Hermit card first, is our overall energy. So the Hermit is, we have, let me see. So out of 4 cards, we have 2 major arcanas here. So, half of the reading is made up of major arcana cards. So significant, influence, sort of divine guidance, divine intervention going on during the week. And with the Hermit as the overall sort of message, or the overarching theme, it has to do with going within, seeking or taking time out, you retreating from the world, really taking that time out to go inwards, to think about things, to also regroup and plan and, see if you're on the right path. Is there anything you need to do differently? Is where you're currently, the things you're currently doing, where you're currently heading, is that what you really want for yourself? Or do you need to, sort of regroup, rethink, renew, do something differently? And obviously coming out of Mercury retrograde, it is a time for reviewing and and rethinking and redoing. So, looking forward, trying to find that or have that clear perspective on what's going on. You see that there are these keys hanging here. We have, how many keys do we have? We have 6 keys hanging here, right? And there's 6 keys, but just one. You see that 6 keys, but there's just one keyhole. So there might be something going on that we do need to sort of rethink, maybe in order to find the one key that, that's going to be the one that opens up that, that particular lock. So, there could be some reevaluation going on right now, thinking about where you're headed and if that's really, the path that you want to be on. So it is about gaining a deeper sort of meaning, or, going inwards, reevaluating, and getting a better, deeper perspective on something. Now, we also have another 9 here in the past position with the 9 of Earth. This would be the 9 of Pentacles, and this is a card that, well, the suit of Pentacles speaks of, or it deals with material things, right? So the tangible things that we can touch and feel here in the material realm. It has to do with prosperity, material prosperity. It has to do with our home, the money that we earn, the job that we do. It also has to do with our family, can be education as well. But the 9 of Earth is a card of self-sufficiency, right? Being very independent, self-reliant. This is somebody who, who has really managed to kind of make or achieve the type of life that she wants. This card doesn't portray it exactly how, in traditional decks it does, because usually it has her, the woman standing in this, this beautiful garden, and everything is very lush, and it's sort of everything that she has always envisioned for herself. She's really been able to achieve that, right? And she is the one who has done it. It has to do with security, financial security. It also has to do with, it's very solid, it's earthy, it's grounded, it's very solid. It's very solid energy, and it's one before the 10. We know that 10s in the tarot are ending. So the 10 of Earth is kind of the is the ultimate financial security, stability card, and you're very close to achieving that here with the 9 of Earth. So it's one before sort of this final stone, or this final step being placed before reaching that 10. So you're solidifying, your foundation. You're really seeing the results of everything, all of your hard work, and everything you've been working towards as far as your financial stability grows. You're seeing that here. Obviously, this is something that you began in the past. You began quite a while ago, but you've been sticking to it. You've been watching things sort of unfold. You've been moving forward here, and you have reached some type of financial stability here with this 9 of Earth. Sitting at the center of your reading is the Star card, and this is the Wish Upon a Star. It's a card of healing. It's a card of having your dreams come true, right? Having your wishes come true, putting your intentions out into the universe and having them, having everything work out. But it's also you keeping a positive outlook and attitude, right? Remaining hopeful no matter what happens, and trusting that you are going to start seeing new beginnings, or you are going to start seeing whatever you have been working on. And this comes after the 9 of Earth. So whatever you've been working towards, and whatever you've set as your goal, you're on the right path, and you're very optimistic about reaching that. The Page of Fire is the outbound energy here. Fire energy deals with, it's kind of the daily matters that we deal with. So it's our jobs. It has to do with our homes as well, but it's really about like around the home, sort of those daily things, the daily chores that we have to do around the home. Has to do with creativity, creative projects, our own determination, our own drive and ambition for getting things done, right? And pages, it could be an actual person, right? This is a court card. So if it is, it could be a younger fire sign individual, possibly even a child of your own, or, a teenager, somebody in their early 20s, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But usually pages are the ones who bring in news. So this could be news coming in that has to do with, a new job, a new idea, a new project. It's moving forward, right? It's new beginnings, moving forward with something new, and you just feeling, very excited and very, very excited about stepping out and, going after whatever this new thing is, right? There's a full moon behind this Page of Fire, you see? And we do have there's a full moon coming up on April 29th. So we have the new moon coming in on the 15th of the month, and then the full moon at the end of the month on the 29th. So there could be something to do with, this news of whatever this new thing is, right? Coming in possibly around the new moon, or even around the full moon at the end of the month. But it's exciting news, right? It's something that you possibly feel very, very enthusiastic about. It's new ventures. This could be a new business venture, new creative endeavor. Maybe what's going to take you from this 9 of Earth to the 10 of Earth will be, you keeping an optimistic outlook, you really, staying focused on whatever this, your goal is here. And it could have to do with, news of a new adventure, a new business venture. Could be a new adventure as well, but a new business venture, right? Or a creative project that's going to get you, is going to sort of move you from this 9 of Earth and take you to the 10 of Earth to have that ultimate stability. Could be working on your own, starting up your own company, having that sort of vision and thinking outside of the box to really, get whatever your project is off the ground, right? To get it off the ground and having the optimism to do so. Yeah. The surrender card here is the guidance card. Let me find it here. I like to read the full description from the guidebook, and it says, let me find it. Here we go. You need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The majority of your external control is through the power of influence. You can lead by example. Every soul has its own unique path, and it is not your job to dictate it. Giving advice or direction in a compassionate manner is the way to go. Your soul, too, has a path, and you possess the power to control it, but you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. Remember that this is a process, and from time to time your ego will rise up and demand that things be the way they should be. Envision a hot air balloon being loaded up with all the things you think you need to control, and let them ride away in the balloon. You'll be surprised to find that when you release the energy of control and accept the energy of surrender, doors will open that you never expected, because you have now given the universe space in which to materialize what is needed for your highest soul growth. And that's interesting because the Hermit card in this deck, it's represented as, I'm not sure if you can see it that well, because there's the Hermit's face is sort of hidden in the door here. And there is this big door and the key, the one keyhole, and then all of the different keys. And so, the key to what you're trying to get to here, right? Moving from this 9 of Earth, possibly starting off, hearing about or starting off on this new endeavor, it could have to do with, needing to surrender. And this Hermit is all about with retreat, right? I was saying withdrawing, retreating, kind of giving yourself that time that you need to really, focus, think about things, focus on the path that you're currently on, figure out if you are on the right path or no. Getting rid of any feelings of, if you have been feeling sort of imprisoned or not knowing which way to go. It's giving yourself the space that you need to figure things out. And with the surrender card, it sort of confirms that by saying, allow, surrender, give in, allow yourself this time, this space. Because if you do, these doors or this door that is currently shut and locked, and you're trying to figure out, what the next step is, which key is going to be the one, to open that door to wherever it is you're going. Maybe one of the keys will just, you will gain some type of insight as to which of these keys is the right one. And things will sort of open, things will automatically open up to you, but you have to first surrender and retreat and allow these things to happen. Give yourself the time, and allow this space in order for these things to happen. So, interesting message for this week of April 9th through the 15th. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to reading for you again. Just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful week. Bye for now.